What's good? It's Ronan the Traveler, and I got a message today saying, brother, you kicking all this positive about Dominican Republic, but you're not talking negative. What are the negative? It can't be all good. So today I say I'll make a video showing some things you need to watch out for. So let's get into it. And some of these things will seem simple, but they can save your life. So let's get into it. Here you go. Don't drink the tap water. So you hear this and you say, oh, everybody knows that. Everybody don't know that. I was one of them guys that didn't know that. Say in the first place, it's not that I was drinking it as much. I was brushing my teeth and doing everything, and it tore my stomach to pieces. So make sure when you travel, man, you bring you some Pepto. Some places have it, but bring it with you. You know you have it. Bring Pepto. Pepto deals with what's coming in. Imodium AD deals with what's going out. Get some Pepto and Imodium. And here's part of that drink thing too. Man, see when you're in the club, any club you're in, never leave that drink unattended, man, because there's people out there that want to do you harm. In the United States, I was reading today that in Florida, some girls had drugged a guy. So it's starting to spread. So watch whatever you're drinking, wherever you at. You know, I was taught that a long time ago by my grandfather. Man, don't ever leave your drink unattended. And see, that's what's lacking in the States right now. Men lacing other men with game. You know, my grandfather, my father, my uncles, they taught me the game. So this is basically for new travelers coming to the country, because some of the old cats already know this. Next thing, be careful with those motor conchos, man. I have saw so many people, since I've been coming to the Dominican Republic a lot, I've saw so many people getting into accidents with the motor conchos. Be careful with the motor conchos, man. These guys glide through and they know what they're doing, but you're on the back of that with no helmet, man, you can get really messed up. Be careful of the motor conchos, man. Trust me. Be very careful of that. Next thing. Watch walking around with flashy jewelry on you. It's like you're walking around glowing in the hood, man. These will see you. You don't need to be so flashy. And you know, in Sosúa, you're a little bit more better, but when you can talk about being in Santo Domingo or Santiago, man, you got areas you just don't want to walk around like that, man. And then the same thing go for you flashing that expensive iPhone, man. You walking around with that iPhone showing it to everybody, man. Watch what you're doing, man, you know. And walking around late at night, you know, by yourself, you don't want to do that. And you know, that's the same thing in the States, man. You don't walk around the hood late at night like that, you know. So avoid walking by yourself at night. You know, and another one, this is heavy, because in Dominican Republic, man, they're very strict on drug offenses, man. You can get in a lot of trouble with the drugs. You know, when you're on the bay, when you're on the beach, not the bay, but when you're on the beach, people will come to you and they're gonna offer you drugs. They're gonna do things. Sometimes some of these people work with the cops, man. They can get you in a lot of trouble, man. The Dominican Republic is very heavy on drugs, so stay away from that. You know, watch all that kind of stuff. You wanna definitely watch that. Next thing, ATM fraud. I only personally use ATMs in the mall or banks. You know, trust me with that. Don't put your ATM card in a lot of places. You can get in a lot of trouble. People will get your number and they'll run with it. And never ever use it at night when nobody's around. Somebody's gonna come for you. You know, you gotta be careful, man. All right, here's another one. Excursions. Do not buy these little excursion packs from people on the streets, man. These dudes will try to get you out of your money. Be very careful with that, man. These dudes are out there trying to hustle. They're trying to, next thing you know, man, they got you out your money. Do not do those excursions with dudes on the street. And they can almost smell a new guy, man. Like when you start walking down the street, this guy gonna come up to you. He's gonna speak good English because you might even think they're American. They got guys in Dominican Republic, especially in tourist areas especially like Sosua. A guy will come up to you in Sosua that speak English better than you do. So he gained your trust just by you hearing him speak English. Next thing you know, man, he telling you to come look at something. If you come, he's telling you, oh, you come over and look at this, man. You don't have to do anything. Before you know it, man, you done signed up for something, man. Yeah, we give you a free stay. Best to avoid it. At the end, you will spend money, and it's going to get you. Here's another one. When you land in the country, I know you want to exchange some money. You can exchange money in America or wherever you at before you get there, because you use that airport, man. The airport, it's not going to give you a good exchange rate. I have done it in the airport before. That's when I first got there. I'll get enough money for the cabs and everything. But it's best to exchange a few dollars in whatever country you're coming from before you get there. You will see in the airports that there's places that you can exchange at. You don't need to get a lot. Just get enough to tip people and everything. And then when you get in the country, and that's why you need to have people that you're linked up with, man. People that can show you where to go at. In Sosua, there's a lot of good places. Because I'm saying Sosua because there's people go at. There's other places in Santo Domingo that can give you a good rate. These are places I know. But link up with people, man, to show you where to exchange your money. But when you first come in, go to a place in your home country and exchange your money. And speaking of that, the next thing, talking about landing in the airport, watch out for scams, man. Now, this is basically a Santo Domingo thing, and I'm quite sure it happened in other big cities. Sosua, you don't have to worry about this scam. This Uber scam, man. Like, you will ask for an Uber ride, and the Uber driver will be sitting down there, and he will message you and tell you to cancel the ride. He's trying to negotiate price with you. That is a scam. You know, taxis do it too. They hear that gringo accent. They think money. They think all foreigners have a money tree. You know, America is the land of milk and honey, and I'm quite sure Europe and everything's like that too. But I'm not from there. And make sure that you negotiate everything. And that's the same thing too. Look, and this is for the boys that's dealing with the chicks on the street. If you're gonna bring somebody back to your room, before you bring anybody in your room, make your own drinks. Make sure that all your things are locked up. Lock up your passport. What I do, I lock up my passport first, and I keep a copy of my passport in my pocket. Put your money in the safe. Stay somewhere with a safe, and so to keep your money safe. Watch what you do. When women come in there, don't do all that pillow talk. Don't tell them anything about yourself. If you're gonna deal with women that walk the street, treat them as such. You know, treat them well, but treat them as such. Don't put people in your business, man. And one of the next things you gotta do, man, be patient in the country, man. You definitely have to. It moves slower. You know, United States, man, we're paying for a service. You want it done now. America's like that. But when you come to these other countries, man, take your time. Understand you're in a different environment. People move a lot slower. And accept that. Be patient. Don't be rude. Respect everybody, and your stay will be good. You know, that's what everything is about. Having a good stay, respecting people. And these are things they're the top things that I have dealt with personally. And so that's why I made this video, because I do, you know, when I talk about Dominican Republic, I love Dominican Republic. So I'm going to talk about it from a good standpoint, you know, seeing the things that's happening in America. Like in this video, I'm actually on my way to Sosua from Santo Domingo. And Santo Domingo is definitely my home territory, but I was going to Sosua, taking the Caribbean tourist bus. You could take this bus for about 550 pesos for the express bus. It'll get you there in a couple hours. It's good. Or If you're balling, you can get your taxi. You can get a taxi, or you can get somebody to pick you up, spend more. But I wanted to kind of see the country, so that was my thing, to film the country. Part of travel is to get a taste of the country. Everywhere that Caribbean bus stopped at, I got off the bus, got some of the local food, met some of the local people, man. So these are just a few things I wanted to lay out there about traveling, showing things. So just showing people how things go. So I'm out right now.